Hi, you have reached Robin B.
I'm Kay.
And we're coming from the chatter once again this week. Thank you for joining us. And please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. But first of all, we want to talk about narcissists. And narcissists, to me, they have no feeling and they like to put themselves above other people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And a lot of times I notice that is probably in the real rich,
Mm-hmm.
real poor that we discussed. And
Mm-hmm.
we also want to say we are not psychiatrists, so this is our opinions only. But usually it could be in the middle. They usually grow up with something. And like when I say real rich, like you finance and like rich people who get catered to all the time, they feel that they have this entitlement. And I was telling Kay earlier, I said, we're gonna have a lot of that because a lot of these people growing up now think that they're entitled. They don't think they deserve to work for anything that,
Mm-hmm.
be handed to them. And basically that's how they feel. And if they're real rich, yeah, their parents keep them on a pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
So they look down on everybody else and feel that, you should be doing this and you should be doing this for me. And if you don't love me, that's another thing. And you don't love me, you don't care. So, I can't deal with it at this time. But really all of that is fake,
Yeah.
just to
Yeah.
get their way.
Mm-hmm.
Then if you're real poor, you could grow up saying, I'm not going to live like that anymore again. And I'm going to make myself feel much, much above everybody else. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's basically what the basis of it is. Don't you think?
Yeah. 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 They have a high sense of self-importance.
Right.
And they do everything to reflect that and protect that, basically. And
Right. And
it's
they blame
it's
others even though it's their fault and make
mm-hmm.
things, switch things around, even though you can look right through them and sometimes and see what they're doing wrong, and they'll just flop it on you. Oh, so you want me to leave this house? We're not getting in a good relationship. You want me to leave? You want me to leave, not
Mm-hmm.
not we can't talk. Can we talk about? Oh, you want me to leave? Like put blame on somebody else.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah. They master manipulators know how to twist the situation
exactly,
to
and like
blame the other person. Yeah.
yeah, like they were saying, extreme liars,
Mm-hmm.
pathological liars. And one example, like I was saying to you before, is about this woman. She was dropping her daughter off or picking her daughter up from her mom, and the mother, she said something to her daughter, and the mother got really upset because she was like, "Oh, you're trying to keep my granddaughter from me? Why are you whispering around me?" It turned to her, and the daughter said, "I was just talking to my daughter, but."
Mm-hmm.
Everything. What are you trying to do? You're trying to break our relationship. I keep her every day. It turned into all of that.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
was saying how she grew up, with a narcissist mother.
Wow.
And I know, and even in relationships, they're gonna make you feel bad, and God forbid you should try to leave because you're doing something to them,
Mm-hmm.
not because you leaving, because you did something to them.
Yeah, they're the type of person that says, you made me feel this way, you made me blah blah blah, it's your fault, blah
Right.
blah blah blah, and it's rough for people to be around them, and
Mhm.
in that type of situation, because it takes such a toll on your mental health trying to deal with somebody that's that extreme, that far out there.
Right.
And they I don't know, I get the feeling that they're all or nothing people. You're
Yes.
either 100% for me, or you're no, there's no middle ground with them.
Right.
And it just, I feel for somebody that has to deal with that on a consistent basis.
Right. Yeah. Somebody who has to be in a relationship, regardless of whether it's parents or, a love relationship or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
we've been looking at some stuff and the best thing to do is stand your ground, say no, or ignore them.
Yep.
If you ignore them, it makes them angry or they go away. And it makes them
Mm-hmm.
angry because of course you have to realize that they always have to be on top
And be in control.
and be in
Yeah.
control of every situation, even if they don't know what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
They still have to contribute to the conversation and be involved and make sure that everybody knows that they're being seen,
Yeah.
you know. And I
Yeah.
saw something on television, and we're going to cut this short because we can go on forever with this, but I saw something on TV, and it was one of the doctors. That's what it was, when the doctors came on and they had this narcissist on, and he was saying, I used to be a narcissist, but I found my way and, realized my conditions and this, that, and the other, and trying to change the way I react toward other people. And he was on there, he was talking, he was doing all this stuff. So the doctor turned around and he said, Well, what makes you think that we don't think that you're doing that now? Because you're on television. He just
Ooh.
looked. He just looked because they have to be seen all the time. They have to be
Yes,
noticed.
yes,
So he was
yes.
showing narcissistical ways.
Tendencies right then and there. Yeah,
Exactly. So
yeah.
he didn't say anything. He just smiled. I'm like, wow, that was a good question. That was a
Mm-hmm.
good question.
Mm-hmm.
But the way they treat people, because they have no empathy. So
Yeah.
that's why they say they're pathological.
Got, flyers and stuff like that. Yeah, but
They lie to get their way.
but you have to learn to stand your ground and say no and set your boundaries and say no,
Right.
especially if somebody's trying to cross one of your boundaries.
Yeah.
And a narcissist has no qualms whatsoever about push, pushing past that boundary
I
to get
know.
what they
They'll
want.
cry, scream,
Yeah,
holler,
yeah,
make you feel sorry for them, do all kinds of stuff until you come back to them, and the next thing you're in the same situation again, and
yeah.
they don't care. They're still acting the same way because they got their way.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
that's the bottom line.
yeah,
What they want, when they want it, how they want it. It's
yeah.
all about them.
And
And
they look
because
down on you.
yeah,
They feel
yeah,
that they've conquered after you
that
come
they're
back. They've conquered the situation that they were trying to do.
yeah, they tend to feel that they're better than everybody else. So be
Yeah,
careful out there with your
yeah.
relationships.
Yeah, with these relationships, and like I said, you can get it from your mother, your father, your teachers, anybody, but just be aware and learn how to deal with it. And there's a lot of stuff that you can do, but like you said,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
psychiatrists. But
yeah,
the most important is to ignore them or just say no and stay in your boundaries, like you said.
yep.
Well, thank you for coming to the chatter this week, and I'm Robin, and we're signing out. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
See you next time.
Thank you. Bye bye.